Yes, it does. That's why you see this little bar at the top goes up and down with the sound. It's pretty sensitive. No, it's really sensitive, so just be quiet, okay? Thanks. I know, just pause it. Okay. No, you're talking again. Shh, shh, shh. Very, very quiet. You're still talking. So, here, just like yesterday, we have to find the area of the rectangle that the algebra tiles make. So, what we want to make sure we do here is set up our multiplication grid. 2x goes down one side. It doesn't matter where you choose to put it. And 3x goes down the other side. Oops, I should make them all the same. Please be quiet. It's my turn to talk. You just listen. And don't forget the minus 5. Did I forget to shade? Yes, I did. Shade them in. Yes, Providence. Oh, there you go. I trust that. Anyone else not get one? There's an extra one still. Just leave it on the desk for now, Providence. Okay, and so then we have to fill it in as we're doing a multiplying. Oops. So we want to make sure we have the correct footprint first. That should be a width of x, a length of 3x minus 5, a width of x, and on the top, a length also of 3x minus 5. And so the lines correspond with each other. We have to have the same lengths and the same widths. So lines must match up. And that makes it really nice and easy to figure out the area. So when we multiply them, what's the area on the inside? Brooklyn.
The area on the inside is 6x squared minus 10x.
10x? Good. Now you said minus 10x. I got positive. What's going on there?
Oh.
No, you're right. What did I forget to do? Yeah, I forgot to shade. Okay, so I do have a positive x's multiplying by negative 1s. So yes, I should be shading. Always double check your shading. It's easy to forget it. So at the end, do a shade check. Okay. Any questions? So let's try these ones, please. Okay. We have 4x times 2x plus 3. Let's put 4x. Do you want the 4x on the left or on the top? Okay, put it on the left. Does it matter? No. Good. Okay. 2x plus 3 on the top. Okay, I'll give you a second. Finish it off. Have the answer?
Yeah, 8x squared plus 12. X. You got that.
Okay, so let me just finish my footprint here. You said 8x?
8x squared.
Good. Perfect. So I can count them now, and you're right. 8x squared plus 12x, as Maddie likes to point out. Next. Good job, guys. Well done. Did anyone get 2 yet, or need more time? Okay, so more time. The only thing that's different now, you have to really watch your shading. So make sure you check your shading very carefully. Okay. Okay, Maddie.
We did 12x squared plus 3x.
Good. Now it's really nice to see, so plus 3x. You don't shade those 3 x's because you have a negative here times in by a negative there. Negative times a negative equals a positive. Okay? So you're not going to shade in the last 3 x's. How many people got that? Hands up. Perfect. So one thing that's interesting to note is that it's like a 4x times a 2x. It's like a 4x times a plus 3. So you have to multiply by both pieces inside the brackets. Just like on the other side, we can take the one outside, okay, the negative 3x, multiply it in, and multiply it in again. And then we get the answer. So that's using the algebra, not the algebra tiles, because the questions are going to start getting harder. So we have to make sure we can do this without algebra tiles. So in this example, the 6x is simply multiplying into, or inside, 6x is multiplying both parts, or both terms, in the second set of brackets. It multiplies itself inside the brackets, so we use the distribution law. I haven't brought that term up, okay, but it's a math term that says everything inside has to get multiplied. Okay, and I'm not sure what she likes to call it. Okay. Some people, they say you should draw the flying arrows. And even I do that sometime today when I get some really hard ones. Chris and Brooklyn. I take the arrow and show the multiplication. Then I don't forget that I've done that. Okay. So 6x times 2 will be 6 times 2, which is 12. X times x, x squared. 6 times 3, so 6x times 3, be 18x. Okay. Okay, try those 3. Use your arrows. The coefficients are multiplied, the letters are multiplied. Go for it. Try numbers 1, 2, and 3. Without tiles. Without tiles. Okay, so the first one's 15x squared minus 12x. Number 2, I will pick on Solange.
Oh, that's me. Okay. 48x squared plus 14x.
Really good on the plus 14x. You got the x squared part, but this is
Negative
56.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's okay, you're really close. You only need away. Okay. It's true. Did you not say 40? Oh, next. I didn't mean that that way. I meant to okay, whatever.
It's cool.
Next one, we'll get. Sure, Maddie, go for it.
4.8x squared minus 12x.
Good. Okay. How many people got all 3 right? Hands up. All right. Now, I got something for you. Would it confuse you if I went 8x minus 2 times negative 7x? Okay. So 2 things you can do. Just do your flying arrows in this direction. Make sure you use that negative sign in front of the 2. Or what else could you do? Starts with an E, a re, and ends with a right. Hey, good job. So minus 7x times 8x minus 2, right? If I write 3 times 4 or 4 times 3, it doesn't matter, right? So I can switch the order around. There's no big deal there. Okay, those are the same things. Any questions about that? You will see that in one of the examples. Don't freak out about it. Just rewrite it or use your arrows going the other direction. Okay, turn it over. Okay, now we're going to do dividing. You've already done dividing. Opposite of multiplying. So that means you divide your numbers. And what do we do with the letters? We divide them. So some exponents do what? Yeah, you got to subtract your exponents. Okay, so x cubed divided by x equals x exponent 3 minus 1, which is x squared. So when you're dividing your letters that are like, you have to subtract your exponents. Okay. So the numerator is the area. The denominator is one of the side lengths. Oops, not C lengths, side lengths. So for example, it can be width, length. So use algebra tiles to make a rectangle. The answer is the other side length. So width or length, it doesn't really matter, they're interchangeable. Just remember area is length times width. Okay. Oops. Any questions?
No.
So the algebra tiles for this is a little bit more tricky. For the algebra tiles, you should take the top goes on the inside. 4x, I like to start here. Ladies, seriously, don't want to hear it. Okay. And now what we have to do is we got 4x squareds. Don't draw this, okay, because I'm going to erase it. And we have negative 8x pieces. Somehow you have to fit them inside here so they match up. Right? So your x squareds all have to fill in one at a time. You can't have all your x squareds here because you have missing pieces here. So what kind of arrangement would you have to make with your x squareds? Mandy?
You have to put your 4x squares like right on the left hand side column, like right against the.
Exactly. Good job, Andy. So your x squareds have to be arranged in this format. They have to line up. Okay. Now you have your negative 8x's. Okay. If I have my x's in that direction, are they going to match up very well? No. I would have to rotate them on the side. Now they're going to fit in nicely. So I can put 4 of them down here. That was a little awkward. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you got 4 more to place. So where do you think they're going to go? They're going to go right beside it. Okay. Make sure you shade them because they are supposed to be negatives. And where are you going to find your answer now? Exactly. You're going to find it up top. Okay. So it's all about arranging it properly, really. And so that to answer the question, you can write it as what? Yeah, x minus 2. Good job, man. You're on fire today. Okay. Any questions? Now, what we're doing, it's kind of like we're dividing each part. Right? That's the question, dividing this by 4x. But what we can do is split it up. So we can go from a single fraction into 2 small fractions. And that's really important for higher math. You need to know that you can split fractions up. Just like I'm just going to show you this 3 over 2 plus 5 over 2. that equals, or I guess you guys equals 3 plus 5 over 2. We're kind of starting at this point, working our way backwards. Now, truth be told, yeah, those are subtractions. So it can be minus. Okay. But that's kind of what's happening, is we're following all our fraction rules. We're just working backwards a bit. And so you can see we have two separate divisions. 4 divided by 4, 8 divided by 4, and your letters as well. Right? The letters will be x squared divided by x, and x divided by x over there. Okay. So this is just explaining that here. In the example, 12x squared minus 6 over 2x, everything's been divided by 2x. We can only cancel things in the top and bottom if there are no plus or minus signs between the terms. So the problem is this subtraction kind of prevents us from canceling stuff. So how do we get rid of that minus sign? We split the fraction and share the 2x with both terms on top. So the 12x squared minus 6 becomes 12x squared divided by 2x, and negative 6 divided by 2x. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So for this one, let's try with the algebra. We would split it up. Please split it up. Now divide each piece. So we divide 8 by 4, gives us 2. X squared divided by x gives us x. 12 divided by 4 gives us 3. And x divided by x gives us x0, which has a value of 1. And so we don't write the 1 because 1 times 3 is simply 3. Okay. So we don't write, okay, what 3 times 1. Sorry, that's a better way to write it. Negative 3 times 1. We don't write that. Okay. Any questions? Zach?
Would we get bonus marks if we wrote the 1?
I'd take marks off. Yeah, because it's not proper. It's not simplified. There's stuff in there that you can do to make it simpler. Okay. Good question, though. Okay, let's do another example. Let's go 12x cubed plus 4x divided by negative 4x. Whoops. I don't want to make it too easy on you. Haha. Negative 4x. Okay. So first of all, rewrite it as two separate divisions, and then tell me the answer. And be careful. There is a trick. Close. And that's kind of, you fell for the trick I was looking for. So this one is really good, negative 3x squared. That's awesome, okay, to get that. But now, what's 4 divided by 4, Raj? Good. And what's x divided by x? No. Yeah, see over here, it's got a value. It's x0, which has a value of 1. So what's, now, we do have a negative sign right here. What's 1 times 1? So it doesn't go to 0, okay? And it can't go to 0, because if you multiplied negative 4x times negative 3x squared minus 1, when you multiply it out, it has to go to 12x cubed plus 4x. That 1 must be there. Okay. Grade 10, we start with this, and then we go higher. Okay, this is called factoring. And so it's a really important skill to have. You have to do it a lot. Any questions? Okay, so your homework is right here. If you didn't finish off yesterday's homework, please do so. Some people didn't show up to their detentions. Mandy, Haley, and Taylor, come on up. It's time to roll again.
I was getting back to school.
Sorry?